What's going on, everybody? Let's go, Brandon. That's for you, Mike. It is 3 weeks in a row, Jeremy. Appreciate you noticing. Got a good crowd in here tonight. Cooper the Great in here first, and Bob made it second. Appreciate you guys. Mike Tabor, Matt, my brother Harley, Joseph, Stephen, man, it's great to see you, brother. Keep hanging in there. Who else we got? Mark Goin, great to have you. Hog Therapy Barbecue, great to have you, Jeremy. Good to see you tonight. And if I missed anybody, appreciate you being here. So we never heard from Brian last week. So guess what? Anton and Mr. Earl. So somebody is going to win the Meter Plus tonight from this live stream because I am writing down everyone's name as we speak. And Miss Piddlin wrote down the first, I don't know how many. Mr. Earl. And we're going to draw this thing at 8:30 just to give folks time to get up in here. Miss Amy is in here as well. Hot dog. How you doing, girl? Hope y'all are doing good out there. Mr. Eddie Hanks is in the house. Appreciate you being here, Eddie. About to throw Eddie's name in the hat. There it is. We already had Eddie's made out just in case. Canadian Jim. Throwing his name in the hat along with Mark Rambo. I love that name. It's almost as good as Rick James or Edward Sisterhands. Where did he go? Where did Edward Sisterhands go? Always like seeing that name pop up in here. So appreciate you folks being here. I'll try to keep up with everything. Gabriel Ranch Cook, appreciate you being here. And I'm about to throw your name in the hat for the Meter Plus. Gabriel. Yeah, that could be. That could be, Miss Amy. But well deserved, probably. Ranch Cook. So I was going to try to do it with the random picker, but the random picker will only pick comments and not chat off of a live stream, which is why I'm having to do this. But it's going to be well worth it because you guys are well worth it. Miss Piddlin is a little bit wore out tonight, so she's taking the night off, which she deserves to do that from time to time. Cheers to you. A little small talk before we get started with the barbecue talk. I had my 31st class reunion last weekend. We had a blast. I thought it was going to be fun, but I didn't realize how much I had missed those guys. And we had an absolute blast. And really glad I went. And it was great to see most everybody. Helped my buddy Chris Dollar cook a little bit. He owns Harris Country Meats, Harris Grocery in Hawkinsville, Georgia, and he did the cooking for our reunion. He did barbecue and some grilled chicken breasts, some Mediterranean chicken breasts, and some regular barbecue chicken breasts, and did a macaroni and cheese that could be the best macaroni and cheese in a large quantity that I've ever eaten. And Harley, if you remember Mama's macaroni and cheese, the way she used to do it with a little bit of cream of mushroom and the pimentos, it was very similar to that. Uh, so I think I may try to snooker him into giving me that recipe, but it was one of the best macaroni and cheeses I've ever eaten, period. Um, Happy anniversary, Mark. That's awesome. That's good to hear. Um, Also, he did baked beans and some coleslaw, uh, but the pork turned out really good and all that. He was also doing for a wedding a whole hog, and so I kind of helped him with that a little bit, making a wire rack so he could transport it on and off and that kind of stuff. So that was pretty fun too. It was good to catch up with Chris and good to see my buddies Birch and Lance and Kevin and Wade and all those guys, Austin Peavy and all those guys, man. Uh, it was a great time. My buddy Birch had one of the worst looking Traegers I've ever seen in my life, but that thing still fired up and it was rolling. He, TG McFly, great to have you tonight. Love the name. TG McFly. Entering you in the drawing for the Meter Plus tonight. Somebody's going to win. It's a Pro 34 that's only 3, maybe 4 years old at the most. I remember when he got it. He sent me a message when he got it. It looks, I mean, 15 years old. That's been sitting out in the rain the whole time, but it sits under his. He's got a little shelter and all that stuff. Nice setup out there. Traeger Pro 34, and I mean it is. I couldn't believe it, but man, um, I hear you, Harley. That's awesome. Uh, but that thing's still rocking and rolling. Um, but man, that thing looked rough. So I sent him a picture to Harley, showing it to him, and maybe we can help him out with one of them. I mean, he uses that thing 4 or 5 times a week. Um, so maybe we can hook him up with something. But anyway, great time. Uh, some of us look really good. I don't know where I fell in that category, but a lot of my classmates have aged well. Some of my classmates maybe have had it a little harder, evidently, but it was still great to see everybody. I think, I don't know, maybe 18, 17 to 20 showed up, and then they had their spouses. So, um, but I think our class was about 80, maybe somewhere around there. So, but it was a good turnout and we had a great time. Hung out Friday night, went to the football game, went back to Birch's house, and I think we stayed there till about 1 o'clock in the morning. And then the next night we had the big deal and we hung out till about 3 o'clock in the morning. And definitely know that I'm not 18 years old anymore, that's for sure. But great time. Yeah, Joseph, we carved pumpkins with the kids 2 weekends ago and turned out great. It was good fun. We've done that the past couple years, and one of the years we toasted the seeds with a little bit of cinnamon. Spray them with some Pam or something like that, some kind of cooking spray, and then some a little bit of cinnamon or a little bit of brown sugar, something like that. Um, Harley, that Cinnamon Toast Crunch rub would be great on those pumpkin seeds too. But, and Harley says there's a recipe on the Traeger app for those as well. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty good. They really are. Um, you're right, Matt. Recovery does get a little harder. Um, and we don't party as hard as we used to either. It was for the most part a pretty tame, get together. It was more about reminiscing and, laughing and cutting up than actually, throwing down partying hard type stuff. But still a good time. I was glad I went. So um Cotton's Tiki Bar. Great to see you tonight. Throwing your name in the hat for the Meter Plus. We're going to draw it in 20 minutes. And it is going to be given away tonight. I don't care how long we've got to stay on here. It's going to be given away. So stay tuned for that. Um, so tomorrow I have been asked by the administration at my school to cook for the staff for Friday, which is about 130 people. So I'm going to cook 20 pork butts tomorrow, and I got to go get them tomorrow. The local grocery store did give me a great deal on them, like $1.48 a pound. So thanks to them, Food Fresh over here in Claxton gave me a good price on those. And um, so I'm going to cook 20 pork butts tomorrow and get them pulled apart and everything and take them up to the school Friday morning. And, you know, feed the staff. So that'll be pretty cool. Glad I get to do that. And I appreciate the administration thinking of me and asking me to do that. Um, does the winner have to be present in the chat to win? They have to be, they have to say their name up here or make some kind of comment so that I can write it on these little pieces of paper. Otherwise, I don't know that they're in here. Appreciate you saying that because some people may be hanging out in the background not knowing. So if you want to be entered in for the Meter Plus, make a comment down here or on the side, not a comment, but a chat, so I can write your name down and throw it in the hat. Okay. That was a great point. So, what cooker or cookers are you using? Great question, Eddie. I debated about this. What I really want to do is throw all 20 on that Lone Star Grills offset. That's what I want to do. All 20 would fit on there easily. Um, However, I have chosen to use the Ironwood and the Traeger XL, and I also have the Pro 780 if I need it, but I don't think I'm going to need it. And the reason for that is while those are cooking, I'm also going to be making some sauce for that as well. And I've also got another event, not this coming up weekend, but next weekend, November 6th, I think. Ron Weaver is doing remember a while back, me and Harley kind of participated a little bit in a music video deal and we cooked for Ron Weaver. Well, the premiere for that video, he's coming back here and he's going to show the premiere of that on the big screen and also raise money for a veterans organization, Shadow Warriors, I believe it is. And so it's a good time. And so I was asked to cook for the VIP tent for that. So that'll be pretty cool to do. Appreciate them asking me to do that. And it should be a great time. Um, so I'm going to have some sauce for that as well. So while I'm cooking the pork butts, I need to make some sauce and I've got a couple of errands to run and I need to pack up some stuff so that I can take it up to the school. And my fear was that I was going to get preoccupied doing that and lose my fire in the offset and have to start all over. If it's one or two butts and that happens, no big deal. But when it's 20, it tends to get to be a bigger deal. And I didn't want that to happen. So if I was going to be out there and I could just relax and enjoy the cook and just chill, it would be being done on that offset. But because I can't, I've got other things to do. I think it would be smarter just to do them on the Traegers. That XL, however, it lays the smoke down almost like an offset anyway. So, and then I've got the super smoke on the Ironwood, so I think it's going to be good. So that's what we're going to do. When I got home today, uh, I knew I had to get those grills ready, so went out there. I had the Ironwood on the back porch. I moved it out there to the grill shed. So now in the grill shed, I've got uh, the Ironwood, the Pro 780, the Timberline, and the XL all in the grill shed out there. I cleaned the XL, the Ironwood, and the 780. So they're nice and clean. Fired all three of them up again just to kind of get them going again. Shut them back down. And so they're ready to go. Topped off the hoppers. I mean, we're ready to rock and roll. So, um, should be a good cook tomorrow. I'll definitely take some pictures and post them on Instagram, which will in turn be posted on Facebook, maybe a little video or something with those. And next time we're doing the live stream, I'll let you know how those turned out. But I'm excited about it. I'm pretty sure it's going to turn out pretty good and be a good time. So this is definitely the most pork butts I have ever cooked at one time by myself. So uh, it's going to be some work. Um, but it should be pretty good. The biggest part of the work is going to be after they're done, pulling all of them apart, pulling 20 pork butts apart. Um, but it should be a good time. Dennis, good to see you. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to write your name down, Dennis, and throw your name in the hat for the giveaway for that Meter Plus that I've been trying to give away for 2 weeks now. So glad you're here. Yeah, definitely going to need more meters, but you know, the twin packs that I get from up here, most of the time those pork butts are within a pound of each other, between 8 and 9 pounds, which is exactly what I like anyway. So they'll cook pretty even. Austin, you should have took that, brother. Well, it depends on what shape it was and that kind of stuff, but those are harder and harder to come by. Um, and even though that thing can be a little finicky sometimes, I absolutely love it. I do. Um, and then for the Ryan Weaver thing, I'm gonna do. It's only for 50 people, and 50 is uh, probably a +10, +5, or +10 high estimate. But I'm gonna do 2 briskets, probably 2 pork butts, and then a mac and cheese, a baked bean, and a slaw, and some type of uh, dump cake, type deal. But I'm not sure. I haven't decided on which one I'm going to do yet. Joe Jacobs, great to see you. Appreciate you chiming in. And you are entered into the giveaway that's going to take place in 12 minutes for the Meter Plus. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button if you will. I appreciate that. 21 folks showing on here. Seems like there's a lot more than that. Mike Sue from California. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, Mike, but God bless you. Mike Sue. Mike, I can say that because I lived in San Diego for 3 years and it was beautiful. I loved it as far as that goes, but Everything else was kind of downhill. Where are you going with that? I love that tune. That's a great tune, Mike. Mike does come up with some good tunes now, I gotta admit. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be about it. I mean, that kind of catches us up. Um, can't really say that I've cooked much this week. Just kind of dealing with everything else. Trying to think, what year was Traeger's first year of production? 1987, I believe. Tell me if I'm wrong, Harley. Uh, I told the salesman that would that would never work. Instead, you should have bought some stock, Eddie. But yeah, I believe it's 1987. I probably got something on here with that on there. I would imagine I'm probably wearing something with it on there. Yeah, 1987. And Harley, by the way, Joe, Joe Sapp that we did the reunion at his camp house. He's got a Traeger, the old school Traeger with the actual metal emblem on it, down in the left hand corner of the lid. So I'm not sure how old it is. It looked similar to a Pro 34, but it had the real steel logo on it. So not sure how old it was, but it looked pretty nice. And it was in better shape than Birch's. So Frank, great to have you tonight. Frank is entered into the giveaway tonight for the Meter Plus. And again, I want to thank Meter Plus for allowing me to do these giveaways. They are absolutely outstanding as far as this kind of stuff goes. And they understand that this is helping their brand get out. And also, I'm running out of pieces of paper. Mr. William Warman. I like it. Um, also, not this coming up weekend, but weekend after next. On Instagram, pay attention to my Instagram, because I'm going to be doing and featuring a special that Meter Mate is going to run for a Meter Plus. Let's call it a Meter Plus bundle, is really what it is. That they're going to run a special on a Meter Plus bundle, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to tell you what's in the bundle, but a lot of people are going to be posting about it on Instagram. Not this weekend, but the following weekend, the 6th, same weekend I'm doing the Ron Weaver thing. So pay attention for that. It's going to be a good deal. And I'll be doing a somewhat of an unboxing of that bundle and showing you what's in it and giving you all the details, even a one of my Jus Piddlin BBQ Meter Made codes links so that you can head on over there and check those out. But should be pretty good, and it's a great time to get one of those bundles right before Thanksgiving, Christmas time. Uh, if you guys or gals want your spouse maybe to put a little bug in your spouse's ear about that, that would be pretty cool too. At least 12 years old. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed seeing that. Uh, but again, look forward to sharing that with you guys. And again, thanks to Meter for allowing me to do that. And if y'all didn't see it last weekend, I got a thanks to my brother right there. Um, the Meter block, which is pretty dang cool. And there's the Meter block with your 4 meters, and you've got, it's kind of hard to see, the 4 little clips so that you know which one is which when it's showing up on here and all that. Um, awesome. This thing's pretty heavy, by the way. I mean, it's very well built. Got your little stand right there. But again, very well built. It's got some weight to it, and can't wait to use that. That'll be good when we get the trailer. By the way, I got a trailer update. I talked to the owner of SDG Trailers in Waycross, Georgia, the other day, and now I'm number 2 on the list to come into the finishing factory. So there's one more, and then me. And then once it gets in there, it's only going to take about a week. So I should be getting the trailer within the next 2 weeks, plus or minus a couple of days. I'm praying hard that I get it before the Ron Weaver thing, because that would be so much easier and so amazing. But I think it's going to be cutting it close. I don't know if it's going to make it or not, but we'll see. Either way, it's going to be nice. If it doesn't, then I know that that will be the last event that I'll ever have to do without a trailer, and dragging everything out there and all that stuff. So uh, hopefully uh, it gets here before then, though, because that would be really cool. Um, I have to say, I I became a little member. I joined uh, a Facebook group. It's barbecue vending trailers or something like that. And it's kind of interesting to see some of the trailers that are on there. Some people are trying to sell theirs and that kind of stuff. And what people are wanting for them, or more importantly, I saw a guy the other day asking, he was wanting it was actually a 20 foot, I think, 20-foot trailer, porch trailer. Uh, but he was blown away about the cost of them. And he put the price of what he had been quoted for a couple of trailers, and they were, I mean, like 10 grand more than what SDG is doing theirs. And the thing about it is, if you ask, Harley's talked to folks too before I ordered them, ask guys like Malcolm, Heath Riles and those guys, where do you recommend getting trailers from? And they all say SDG trailers. So it's not like this is you know, one of the El Cheapo places. Um, this is where those guys go. So, really, really impressed with, how things are being built now. Again, I'm not getting the one that's, got the fryers and the flat top griddles inside and all that stuff. It's pretty basic. Sink package, electrical package, air conditioning. And then I'm going to add everything else of mine in there and kind of make it my own. But, you know, fingers crossed, but I think I'm going to be pretty happy with it. So, all right, 2 minutes before the drawing, trip 540. I knew there was somebody else hanging out there. Better get in here because I'm finna do it. Hopefully I haven't double booked someone. Trip 540. You have now been entered into the drawing for the Meter Plus. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because you guys have been so great and been hanging in there with me for the past, well, somebody's been hanging with me from the beginning, but especially the past couple of weeks going through these drawings. I'm going to draw for the Meter Plus, and then after that, I'm going to draw, and I'll give away a Traeger hat, black with a leather Traeger patch on it. So if you don't win the Meter Plus, maybe you'll still get a Traeger hat sent to you. Smoky Ribs Barbecue, great to have you. Appreciate you being here, Russ. What did I win? Russ, you won all kind of stuff. I mean, I've got a whole box here for you. Um, I just need you to pay shipping, and it'll be a surprise when it gets to you. Appreciate you being here, man. Yeah, Mike's going now on 3 years. He never fails to remind me about that, Mike. Mike, I appreciate you, brother. All right, let's 8:30, and we're gonna do it now. I've got all these names in the KCBS World Invitational Championship hat. Not that I won the championship, but I just got a hat. Okay, but I thought that would be appropriate. Me and my brother Harley were out there in Kansas and got a chance to be a part of that. That was pretty cool. Okay, this is going for the Meter Plus from Meter Made. And if I draw your name, I need you to send me an email with your real name and shipping address, please. And yeah, so you'll send me your real name and shipping address to my email, and after I draw, I'll shoot my email on there just in case you can't find it, and then we'll get this thing out there to you. All right, here we go. And the winner is, hope I don't draw two names. It's kind of exciting. And the winner is Mark Goin. Mark G. There it is. Mark G. That's awesome. Oh, Mark G's been around for a long time. That's good stuff. Congrats, Mark. Mr. Mark, I'm probably already got your address, but if you will, just shoot it to me anyway by email. And that will come directly from the folks at Meter. I'll send Haley your information tomorrow, and they are great about getting it right out to you. So that is awesome. That's good stuff. Now I know that one's going to be given away, so that's pretty cool. Um, so just in case, that's my email address, juspidllinbbq@gmail.com. Just shoot me your info, Mark, and I'll give it straight to Haley tomorrow in between cooking them butts, and she'll get it out to you. And now we'll draw for the Traeger hat. I'll ship it straight to you. So I'll just need your shipping address as well. I'll probably throw in a sticker and whatever else I got laying around here, maybe a koozie or something. Be a good little. All right, here we go. Cotton's Tiki Bar. There you go. So good deal. That's awesome. Yeah, that would have been ironic if Harley had won the Traeger hat. I would have had to call shenanigans on that. Great deal. So Cotton's Tiki Bar, if you'll just, and I probably got yours too, but if you will, just to be safe, uh, shoot me an email with your info and I will get that shipped out there to you. That's pretty cool. Good stuff. Next time we have a live stream, I may give away another one of those. Cool. Yes, that's if you're in Virginia, don't forget to vote. Unless you're voting for the wrong one, and then don't worry about it. Great stuff, guys. That was fun. I think that's about it. want to show you one thing real quick. I hadn't talked to Harley about this yet, but also I want to talk to you about this first. Harley and I, some of our buddies have come up with their own line of rubs, and it's called Flavor Knuckles. And this one is carne asada, and this one is asado grilling seasoning. Give these a look, search for them, and give them a try. Love these guys. And this one's a steak rub, the carne asada steak rub, and this is just a probably an all-purpose grill seasoning. But Flavor Knuckles, give those guys a look. And then this is what I'm going to be using on the pork butts tomorrow. Probably just all 20 of them. But the Meat Church honey bacon barbecue rub. I'm going to use that on those pork butts tomorrow. I like this rub a lot. I think it'll add some good flavors to it, a little bit of sweetness, but still have that barbecue flavor. Still got the paper on the top. But I like this rub a lot. And I had it a while back, a good while back, and I never got any more until recently. Man, that's good. Sweet. It's kind of like a combination of the honey hog, which I could eat with a spoon, and maybe, I don't know, maybe the honey hog and I would say the gospel, but the gospel isn't that color. At first, you get the sweetness from the honey and the things like that, but then on the back end, you get the barbecue seasoned salt, savory type stuff. So I'm gonna use that on those pork butts tomorrow. I think that'll be pretty good. But yeah, Flavor Knuckles, give them a look. Anyway, I think that's going to be about it for tonight. I'm going to get off here. I believe the Braves are playing. They won game 1 last night. Go Braves. If you're an Astros fan, you got some making up to do. But I have to admit, that's the first baseball game that Major League Baseball game I watched all year. But I figured I'd give it a look last night. It was a pretty good game. The worst part about it, though, and I guess it's because it's out there and out west for the first couple of games. I mean, it was 11:40 last night, and the Braves were up, I think, 6-1. Don't do it, Eddie. And I couldn't take it no more, so we cut it off and went to sleep. But I mean, midnight's a little too late for the weekdays for me now. But we'll see how long we can last through it tonight. What was the season brand? They just held up Flavor Knuckles. Put it up right there. I don't know if it on my screen it's showing up backwards. I don't know if it is for y'all, but Flavor Knuckles. Harley just spelled it out for you. I should have done that, I guess. But yeah, give it a look. Carne asada. And I probably with this, I'm gonna try to get I want to try to get a flank steak and do a legit fajita, steak fajitas, carne asada type deal. One tip that I've shared with you guys before, and I'll share it again. Any new rubs that you get, or even some that you've had before in the past, but you're fixing to do a cook, man, I can smell that already. Oh man, I could smell it already, and it smelled like chili. I mean, that smells like, and we made a pot of chili last night, and I could smell it. Ooh, you talking about good. Get this, get that right there, and I don't care what you put it on. This is the first time I've ever tried it just now. That stuff is phenomenal. And I'm gonna tell you this, and it may not be an accurate description. If you like Doritos, this tastes almost like a Doritos seasoning, but it kind of like chili too. But that is good. That is really good. I like it. Now they got me wanting to try this one. This is asado. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Asado. I'll have to look it up. Should have got Fidel on here, Harley, to explain this a little bit. Check this one out. But you need to taste your rubs and just kind of think of what flavor you were wanting to get and see if that's going to do it for you. Holy cow. I don't know what they've got in this. I will tell you, Argentine barbecue. I don't know what they have put in this. I know that these guys do a lot of research and playing around with stuff, playing around with flavors. They've done a lot of competition stuff and they play around with, rubs and injections and glazes and on and on and on. The amame, all that stuff. There's something in both of these that is at the end. This one tastes a little bit more, the more fajita type stuff. This is a little more uh, all around grill seasoning. But there's something in both of these. I don't know what it is that makes you want to just stick your tongue in the whole thing. I mean, it is awesome. This is crazy, but I want to eat it again. That's amazing. There's a little bit of citrus or something in that one. That is really good. I mean, I got to tell you, most rubs, you got this brand of rub, you got that brand of rub, you got that brand of rub. You taste all three of them, and they really taste kind of the same. No big deal. This tastes nothing like anything I've ever tried. This one, the asado, salt, sugar, garlic, onion, spices, paprika, citric acid, crystallized lime. That's where the citrus comes from. And it was just a hint. Paprika, celery, and I believe that celery is going to help a little bit with the smoke ring a little bit. That's really good. Anyway, give it a try, guys. If you try it, let me know what you think. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna get out of here, and I'm finna go check out the Braves, Eddie Hanks, and I hope they're shouting "Let's go, Brandon" from the rafters of the stadium. Um, again, Cotton's Tiki Bar and Mark G. Y'all get me your info. I'll send the hat out to Cotton's Tiki Bar, and Meter Maid will send out the Meter Plus. Glad we were able to do that. Again, thanks to Meter Maid for that. Look out in 2 weekends for that that bundle that they're going to be running a sale on. That should be pretty fun. Happy Halloween. That's what I'm talking about, Mark G. No tricks, just treats. That's all you get from Jus Piddlin BBQ, just treats. All right, guys, thank you. Have a great week and a great weekend. And until next time, guys, we'll be piddling. See you guys. Thank you.